Hi guys, welcome to today's pick a card reading. We're going to see what's coming up for you in love, what's next in love. Super exciting. We got the Archangel Chamuel candle lit, the angel of love and relationships from Sacred Visions. So this energy is blessed with love and relationships. We're going to find out what's coming up for you. I have really good feelings about what's going to come through. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by clicking the link below in my Etsy shop, and also follow me on TikTok. I post readings on there pretty much every day, so it'd be great to have you on TikTok as well. Without further ado, let's go ahead and look at the piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pile 1 is this pink, I forget what, my mom got this for me, this tower. Then pile 2 is this rose quartz Merkabah. It's very beautiful, very powerful. And then pile 3 is a Polychrome Jasper palm stone. So as always, close your eyes, meditate, and ask to be shown which pile will best serve you today. And let's get into the reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to today's reading. We're gonna go ahead and see what's coming up for you in love, what's next for you in love. I feel like this is going to be within the next 3 to 6 months. I don't know why, it's just the energy that I'm getting. But if you chose this tower, this is for you. It's very beautiful. I'm gonna try to figure out what it's called and I'll quote it or put a subtitle or something here. But let's go ahead and see what romance angel cards you got. New love, okay. Well, that's amazing. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay. And it's awesome too because the main energy on the bottom of the deck for all piles was release your ex. And what I was getting from that was release whatever narrative you had about your ex and pretend or project in your mind that you have had nothing but beautiful, loving, harmonious relationships. And I feel like tuning into that energy will help you receive a beautiful, loving, harmonious partner. Even if you don't even have to think about your ex at all. I just feel like shifting or transmuting your story or the story you tell about the relationships that you've been in. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I feel like this new love comes in when you're not looking for it, when you're not seeking it, when you're more focused on yourself and what makes you feel fulfilled, alive, and at harmony, at one with yourself. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. I also feel like I'm seeing some of you might have been scripting what you want out of a partnership or like how your day looks with your partner or walking around your house as if your partner is there. You're very much in the mode as act as if, and that is also, I see like a catapult. I don't know if you've seen those videos of people getting pulled and like they're pretending to like drive a race car and someone out of the camera, out of screen, pulls their feet and they just kind of like zoom off. That's the energy that I'm getting. Wedding, the situation involves marriage. So I definitely feel like you're going to marry whoever this person is. And for some of you, I also feel like if you're already married to this person, changing your perspective on them or changing, like if they have things that bother you or irritate you, if you start to look at it differently or as if they don't do it, it's like, oh, I'm so thankful. Whatever the latter is, I'm so thankful that they do this. I'm so thankful that they do that. We'll just start naturally moving in that direction, even if there's resistance at first. The B, luck, industriousness, sweet victory. I definitely feel like if you've been seeing bees a lot lately or bees have been coming up to you, bees could also be a sign that it's coming. Also like some sort of wealth manifestation I'm getting as well too. Like if you've been seeing a lot of bees lately, I feel like it's a sign because I'm seeing Lakshmi and I'm also seeing Egyptian. So I feel like using alchemical energy to cultivate what is restriction. Okay. I also feel like start listening to audios or meditations or affirmations that reiterate a luckiness or being lucky. Just reiterating to yourself, I am lucky, I am blessed, I receive everything that I desire for my highest good. Get into that mode, and that comes with loving yourself first, the loving yourself energy, because it'll let go of a restriction. I feel like your own self can get in the way of the good things that are meant for you, like your own mental chatter, your own mental self. So the dog, loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love. That's beautiful. I also feel like your person might have golden retriever energy, or this might be something that you call on. They could have a golden retriever, you could have a golden retriever, but there's just something about this love and partnership is going to have a loyalty to it, a mutual loyalty that I feel like is unlike anything you've had before. The Lady of the Lake, absolute truth, courage, self-respect, responsibility. I also feel like with this newfound deep love and appreciation for yourself in a new way, even if you've always had self-love and confidence, there's just, I can see a pivot, or there's just something that changes in your mental that leads to a physical manifestation, and your level of self-respect is going to be admired and honored by your new love and by the new love that comes in. And it's going to be something that they cherish, like they find sex. I don't know why I'm sexy about you. They just find you very endearing as well, because you're not afraid to ask for what you want or to call them out if they're saying a certain thing and you're like, what did you just say? You're just very self-assured. Okay, let's see. Give me more energy, more information about this new love. Whoa. 3 of Pentacles, the Well. So this, oh, my cat is at the tripod. This is definitely something that you've co-created with the universe. It's interesting because with the 3 of Pentacles, I'm getting it was you and the universe creating, especially with the Well. This card talks about in Ethereal Visions Tarot, this talks about conjuring or creating something with the universe for your highest and best. And with the 3 of Pentacles, like I was saying, it's you and the universe, but also I feel like it's them and the universe as well. You guys are both manifesting each other. You guys are both having dreams and desires for love, for that commitment, for that partnership. Both of you feel ready for it. That's why when you meet each other, it's like, oh, I feel like I already know you. I feel like I've known you. I feel like it comes in a seemingly miraculous way. It seems like it just flows into your life. Judgment. Yeah. The angels have heard both of you. I also feel like both of you could have been married before or got close to some sort of marriage. Putting yourself first, though, I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of mirrored experiences. Or if you've been through something specific, if they haven't been through it, their family did or something, or they watched, like if you're the feminine in this experience, their mom was very much like you. Very strong, very assured, very absolute, no BS. They could just see through everything. They could also have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. I'm getting more Capricorn so far. And Aquarius energy is helping you. I don't know what that means. You could have started wishing for it during Aquarius season, no matter the year. But there's something about Aquarius. Your 7th house could be Aquarius. There's just something about Aquarius energy is helping you. You guys could meet in an unconventional way, but it's perfect for you. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I just feel like this is inevitable. And I also feel like you're going to have like that one quote where it's like, I never understood. Now I understand why it didn't work out with anybody else. That kind of energy. 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups reversed. You guys have been working very hard to let go of any resounding grief or leftover pain or adversity. You've been healing a lot of heart. I see a lot of heart energy, a lot of throat, and a lot of solar and sacral. Really, I feel like you've been focused on all the chakras, but there's just a specificity, I don't know if that's a word, it's coming out, whatever, of your heart, solar, sacral, those 3. Feeling strong and confident in those energies and channeling your own strength or power into each of those, and to feel safe in them yourself first, instead of seeking externally to provide you the energy. You very much, it's your own life force. Page of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Lovers, shut up. Judgment, again, what did I say? They could see you online, or something that you do online. You could see them online, or because I'm getting a lot of online communication first before on a date. I don't know if they're intimidated by you. I don't think that they're intimidated, because it feels like they know, both of you know, but it's like I want to feel this person out. I want to know. I feel like they might have a too good to be true type energy, whereas you're like, no, I can feel, I've already felt you in my dream state, in my meditative state. I already know. And they're more, I wouldn't say logical and analytical in a negative sense. They're more focused. They don't just jump into things, which I feel like is also good for you too. Because I feel like in the past you've been with people who just wanted to jump straight in and kind of like claim you, and it took away your independence. And so with this person, they're going to allow you to kind of both usher in naturally to this experience rather than feel like claustrophobic or overwhelmed. Ace of Cups, the Lovers, you guys. That's so pretty. I love this pile, it's so beautiful. I'm also hearing the work that you've put in to heal your heart is paying off tenfold, hundredfold, a lot more. It's interesting. I could also feel like there's been, there's people around you perhaps maybe that viewed you in a state where it was like always heartbroken or never with the right person. And so I also feel like you kind of distanced yourself from those energies too and really just been focused on yourself to let go of that narrative as well. Because I feel like when this person comes in, it's almost like there's been a shift in how people view you in relationships. Because you've shifted how you view yourself in relationships or what relationships mean to you. You have 3 of Wands and 6 of Pentacles. You've waited to be given what you've given, to receive what you've given. You've been very patient too, very patient. It wasn't easy. I could feel like there could have been some temptation or impatience even at some points, it just feels like maybe sometimes we're impatient, but then you came back down to earth and was like, no, I trust in divine timing. Other things had to unfold in a specific way. I also feel like because I see a lot of money bags coming. It's like if there was a table that felt empty or scarce, I don't know, just tons of money bags filling up the table. So I feel like your money life also had to go on an up or have the wheel turn for your money life so you could feel more stable or more secure or more confident. It helped with your confidence or your self-worth. You shifted your self-worth, especially when it goes back to the love yourself first. You have been doing that. You've been putting in the work to love yourself, taking the time to do so, allowing in the benefits of that, trusting the signs, trusting the magic, and then the money comes in really strongly. And it's interesting because it feels like you've already been confident in that space as if you had all this money, and then it comes in, and I feel like that's mirrored to your love life is what they're getting at. I feel like even though you've waited a long time for love, there was a lot of periods of indecision in the sense where it was like sometimes you would trust and other times you would feel let down by the universe. And now it's like Ace of Swords, clarity. 5 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I think you also let go of not being valued. Because I feel like in relationships before, and I know I said in the beginning, like change the narrative, I'm just reiterating. I feel like in relationships before, you weren't valued in the way that you should have been, or you were taken for granted, or somebody took too much of your, I'm hearing well-being, but also your status. They just like took from you. Instead of adding to your cup, they were taking. So I feel like you got clear on that, no more of that, which is why this new love that comes in, they feel also very stable as well. And wealthy as well. They work on their own thing. They're higher up in their career. They feel solid, secure, and stable. Yeah. I also feel like they're going to, especially if you own your own business or work higher up in a business as well as they do, they've been in it for 10 to 15 years or something, or they've been like working really hard for 10 to 15 years. So they're going to help you, again, going back to trust in the ebbs and flows of something and the peaks, and teach you how to stop having low points and just have peak after peak after peak. This has already been something that you've been learning yourself, but they're going to, it's like a formula, like a math equation. They're going to like teach you a formula or like a math equation, something with numbers. I don't know. I'm just seeing like a formula to how to never have a lull period again. having multiple streams. They're going to help you with money, ultimately. Teaching you things about the logistics or the analytics of money. Because you feel very flowy, very beautiful, very just like, I trust, which is beautiful, and that's gotten you everything that you wanted to. But you're gonna be even more powerful having this tool now. You know what I mean? Like, you're ready for a level up, and this person can provide you that, which is why they're coming in. Let's see, anything else about this person? Tell me more about their signs or their energy. The Hierophant, okay. Yeah, commitment, a wedding again. So you are gonna marry this person. This is someone that you're going to marry. And I feel like you also might have been letting go of fears around marriage in general, or what it means. Again, it's letting go of feeling claimed by somebody and then turning it into coexisting with somebody. We got the Three of Swords in reverse for their energy. So I feel like they have a very positive outlook when it comes to letting go of things, or grief, or heartbreak, or setbacks. It's like they know that something better is coming, and so do you. They could have some air sign. I mean, I was getting Aquarius energy earlier, but that felt more ethereal, more like in the spirit realm type Aquarius energy. Not necessarily like, I mean, it could be a physical Aquarius that like connects you to, but I don't know. It feels more, they have a lot of Pentacle energy, again, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm also kind of getting Scorpio, but I feel like it'd be like a Jupiter or like something like that. I'm feeling they could have water, but it doesn't feel as prominent. The Empress, Libra, Taurus again. I also feel like get ready for gifts, get ready for being wined and dined, and get ready to leave the house. They're gonna plan a lot of things outside, or a lot of dinner dates, or it's like every Friday you have a day every week that you do something on that day, and other days too, but it's just like a definite set date where it's like I can see their iPhone calendar or their calendar, and they're shortly after you guys start dating, it's probably like 2 or 3 weeks in, they block off every Friday night, for example, for you, because they have a very busy schedule, and you do too. I feel like that's kind of it. Very exciting, very beautiful energy. 8 of Cups. I feel like they might travel to see you, or you have traveled to see them, or 9 of Cups. Yeah, a wish fulfillment on both parts. It feels like with the 8 of Cups, there was some sort of spiritual revolution that you both had to go through, a spiritual awakening, a spiritual journey for the self that both of you had to go through, which is why it worked out now at this time. Again, I was getting the next 3 to 6 months are significant. So from now until today's April 3rd, 4/3. And then what's 6 months? Libra season? So October 3rd? October 3rd. Mean Girls could have a reference as well. But I love the 9 of Cups energy, I really do. So there's that, a wish fulfilled, a wish comes true for pile 1. Thank you so much for watching pile 1. I hope that you loved it. I hope that it resonated. Leave a comment below if it did. And again, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so in the link below. I love you very much. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. We're gonna go ahead and look into what's coming up next for you in love. If you chose this rose quartz Merkabah, this message is for you. It's so pretty. I love this crystal. I sleep with it above my bed. I just saw the number 33 on the clock, or on the timer, so that number could be significant to you, or you could be seeing it a lot. Definitely feel ascended masters are with you. So let's go ahead and see first off what is going on for the romance angels. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay. You know, it's interesting. I was telling pile 1, the main energy on the bottom of the romance angel deck for everybody was release your ex. And before I started this pile, the card moved and it was you deserve love. So I also feel like I was saying to them, release any narrative that you have about your ex, or what your past relationships were, or what they meant. And for you specifically, I'm getting, you might have had somebody in your life that what convinced you that of all these like not good things, like you didn't deserve love, or you wouldn't find anybody who loved you the way that they loved you, or just very toxic words that they spewed. So I feel like letting that go, forgiving them. I'm hearing forgive them, for they know not what they do. and remembering you are worthy of love. You do deserve love. And that's why you are no longer in that situation. And thank God you won't find anyone who loves you the way they did, because it wasn't even that good. Clearly, they weren't nice. So with forgiving and learning, I feel like it's also forgiving yourself for being in that situation maybe for longer than you anticipated, longer than you felt necessary, because I feel like you're judging it from a very earthbound perspective, whereas if you tuned into the divine, you learned so many valuable lessons, and you're still learning so many valuable lessons from that experience, and that was the point of that experience, was to also not take other people's words or opinions as truth for you. Your word and your truth is truth for you. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So I definitely feel like what's coming next for you in love, and you could already be with somebody new who feels like a soulmate to you, and they are. I feel like it's trusting that you're in the right situation now. And if you feel like you might be repeating that cycle, trust that if you're inclined to get out or to leave, to listen to that as well, and to have that strength and sovereignty to do so, and that you have all the support from your angels and your spirit team to do so. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I definitely feel like there's a call now to open your heart to true love, and to love that fulfills you, the kind of love that you've been dreaming of since you were younger. You dreamt of that love because it was attainable. It is still attainable, and it's ready to come in for you whenever you are. So I feel like it's important to do a lot of heart chakra healing right now and tune into opening up your heart again to feel safe, especially if you might not have felt safe as a child or whatever it was. Your soul, your higher self, is really urging you to take on the perspective of your higher self and to see things from your higher self's perspective. So ask your higher self to show you the truth of the matter. Ask your higher self to stream certain energy, consciousness into you, to feel a certain way. This is a time for you to trust yourself, ultimately. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I'm also getting to, you might have someone who's stirring your attraction right now, or someone who feels like a soulmate that is going to show you a better side to love and life, and to trust that. But ultimately it comes down to you trusting yourself and not letting ego or fear get in the way, because your intuition is going to be your guide, and it's going to feel very safe and serene and very nurturing with the impressions that you get. And it's like you make a decision based on intuition, right? And it feels good. And then moments go by, weeks go by, months go by or something, and you start to doubt it or let little fears trickle in. And that's just the ego trying to protect itself based on what you've been through as a child. So I'm also getting to, it's okay to ask for help or to seek deeper healing if necessary, to let go of things that keep you in a specific way of being, because I feel you desire to break free of something or to be on a new trajectory or timeline, and that desire itself is leading you exactly where you're meant to be. And you can feel the shift already, and you should be very proud of yourself for all the work that you've already put in. And there's still, it never really ends, right? I also feel like viewing yourself from an empowered place is going to be huge for you, and realizing how powerful you are. The horse, accepting help from another. Oh my God, that's so weird. Delegating authority. Yeah, I also feel like there could be a mother energy around you, or like a grandmother type energy around you that is helping you and showing you certain things, or they might say things that kind of lead you to not make the same mistake twice, I'm hearing. You don't have to live in a cycle anymore. You don't have to, you can break the cycle now. Perception. Okay. I'm also getting to, because then we have the wasp, anger, retaliation, jealousy, and fear. So it's also too, when you're in a relationship, remember your sovereignty. Remember who you are, because nobody compares to you. Nobody compares to each other. When people are meant for each other, they're meant for each other, and they're each other's soulmates for a reason. And you can't look at other people as competition. There simply is no competition. There's not. You gotta remember who you are. Because I feel like especially if you've been in relationships where they have had a wandering eye, or you've dealt with being cheated on or whatever, over time that fear might start to creep back up again. But it's like, no, you are it. You are it. And I have a subliminal playlist you can listen to too for relationship self-concept and like feeling like remembering that you're the queen and that you're always chosen and things like that. Again, this is what's coming up for you in love now, is to remember that you are chosen for a reason. You are the chosen one in this experience, and to not let yourself feel inferior to other people. I feel like you gotta remember, I'm seeing Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds now. She's not insecure. She knows who she is. And also, if people are gonna have a wandering eye, that says more about them than it does about you. It has nothing to do with you. So I also feel like forgiving and releasing the people who hurt you, or the feelings that you felt, the hurt that you felt from the infidelity or things like that, because it's ready to let go. Because I'm hearing this new love that's coming in, or this new version of a love that you're in right now, is calling for that. Like, that's what needs to happen in order to have the new relationship that you're seeking. Yeah, 4 of Cups. Let go of that. I made that face because like they aren't worthy of your attention, time, thought. They got to learn their own lessons too in your separation and in your detachment from them. You can't feel guilty. They should have no access to you. I'm also getting too. They should have no access to you. And especially because I feel like they might be trying to make you feel bad for choosing yourself or stepping away. 7 of Cups. Okay, 2 of Cups. I feel like you might actually have options or people who are trying to date you. Because we go the 2 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. So you have options in love. I will say right now, I do not feel like anyone who's in your face is a viable option. It feels like there could be people to pass the time, but I feel like you're so focused on your higher self, being your higher self, embodying your higher self, that it's not even worth your time. Like, do not even focus on them. It's nice, and it's like, I'm not saying be rude to them. No, I'm just saying be mindful to not get into another situation that isn't meant for you right now. The Artist, 9 of Wands. You might also be working on like a creative project or doing something that you're also very artistic, even if it's not in a drawing type of way. Your ability to create, even editing videos or social media editing template, that kind of stuff, that's what you should be focusing on though right now instead of love, because love comes in regardless. I'm still gonna pull love, don't worry, but I just feel like you're focused on a creative project right now, or even healing through creating, healing through the arts, healing through magic of the arts, the world. I also see that things that you create or the content you put out is going to be seen on a wider scale, especially after you fully release this past person or let it go. Because I also feel like in your mind, so it's like you've only been focusing on this person being this way, or like how could they do this, but it's translating to many people being that way, or the fear of not being able to trust other people. So let go of that, because I feel like there are trustworthy people who are coming into your life, coming into your space, or who are going to see your content that love you, and it's important that you believe it. And that comes from believing it yourself. But soulmates here, Knight of Wands. I feel like there's an energy in your sphere that's really trying. They're really trying. I also feel like someone could be making art about you or like music about you. And you're just like, give me a break. I don't know why that energy. King of Wands, this person could be a fire sign or have Sagittarius energy, fire sign type energy. The Emperor or Aries, Wheel of Fortune. I also feel like they're, right now, a relationship is supposed to add value to you, rather than become your whole life. So that's another thing that I feel like you're moving into another phase where it's like you're becoming your own emperor, your own leader, your own boss, your own decider and declarer of your life and where it's going. And that's when, it's funny, I don't even know if you picked this out. I don't even know if you're like focused on love right now or if you just wanted to like hear the message. But it's like the wheel is turning in your favor. You're going to be called to have more authority or a higher ranking job, or there's just something where you're going to have higher authority in something that you do. Taking on more of a workload, but it feels good. It kind of feels like if you just went through an ending of something, even if it was like back and forth for a while, if you went through an ending, you've already been over it emotionally for a while. So now you're like fully clear to take, it's like the time that you spent focusing on this last thing, you now have so much time to focus on you, and that entails your career, your creative zone, meditate, like your spiritual self, your physical self, and really coming into your own. So I also feel like if there's people who are in your zone, you're not really focused on it because you're more focused on yourself right now. I definitely feel like, and I know it sounds far away, but within 3 years, I see it all. Like yourself 3 years from now, looking back now with like the ring and the marriage and everything and being like, I'm so glad. It's not even that you missed this time, but it's more of like you have a lot of appreciation for you right now. Looking back at you right now is so beautiful because it was like they didn't even realize that this was the time where everything changed for them. 8 of Wands, literally, shit is kicking off. I'm seeing the Meaningful Sacrifice card from the Crystal Mandala Oracle deck from Alana Fairchild, the Jesus's card. But in that card, it talks about letting go of something and letting go of the why it didn't work out and knowing that everything works in divine timing and divine nature. It didn't work out for a reason. Letting it go is like sacrificing what you love for something better brings you even more. Because I also feel too like this last person who you're trying to make it work with and it just wasn't working no matter what you did or tried. They were hindering, I won't say they were hindering your finances, but they were definitely withholding you from your full potential, your star potential, because I'm seeing star type energy, and they were holding you back from that out of jealousy or competition or something like that. Strength, the well. Everything that you've been manifesting since you were a little girl or a child, especially since you were 17 years old trying to figure things out, or something changed in you when you were 17, your gifts might have really started activating or kicking up really strong when you were 17. There's just something about being 17. Strength. That could have been the time where you started really tuning into your strength and your power. Even if it didn't seem like it or look like it, that is when you really started kicking off, or like tapping into something higher, your higher self, your future self. Tell me about that. But there's something about from this 17 until now, everything that you've been desiring, manifesting, conjuring for yourself, writing out, visualizing, wishing for, feels like it's starting to really come into play because you've let go of the karmic path, I'm hearing. It was like, I feel like you let go of the karmic, it was like a step-by-step type of process, right? To not repeat patterns, and this last experience, it feels like woke you up to so many things that was like the last piece of the puzzle to jump you in a timeline. You could have been a timeline shift meditation or something like that. Ace of Swords, yeah. You saw something clearly. You had some sort of clarity. You grabbed the reins of your own life and learned how to manifest in a different way. Queen of Pentacles. You could have Virgo energy. Taurus, Capricorn as well. You could also have Leo energy, Aries energy, Cancer energy. I'm getting a lot of water energy, fire energy, and earth energy too. Scorpio energy as well. It's like your life feels like a constant rebirth, which is good. Okay. Tell me more about this new love. It's interesting because with your pile, I feel like Again, you're more focused on yourself right now. 9 of Cups. I do feel like right now what you're focusing on in love is making sure that you're clear on what it is you want, manifesting the right partner for you, knowing that you're worthy of having the love that you desire, that you deserve that as well. With Temperance too, again, I feel like they could have Sagittarius energy. I'm just getting that. But you're finding a balance between the physical, the ethereal, and the self. Oh. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. I definitely feel like you're gonna have some wins that come in, or some notoriety, some leveling up in some way, shape, or form before this person comes in, but you're not even gonna be focused on that. You're gonna be focused on yourself. I feel like the harvest is now. There's something about the harvest is now, especially something about June. Strength. Again, that strength energy, definitely Leo type energy you have. King of Cups. This person will also be, I don't want to say spiritual, because they're just very intuitive. They're very intuitive, but you're going to show them that it's spirituality, or you're going to show them signs of spirituality, but they just have always been super intuitive, always really in tune, aware. They could have even seen you in a dream. 2 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, I also feel too, like you're going to put yourself and your work first, ultimately. You're going to prioritize that. And you might not have enough time for this person at first, but they respect that. And I feel like they also adore that too, because they're also making their own money or working to make their own money as well. 3 of Wands, yeah. You could be at a distance right now. This person could end up, again, like there's wheels that have to turn, or things that are still coming in your independence before this person sees you or comes in. Like they also have their own leveling up to do as well, which again, I really feel like 3 years from now, it's all going to be said and done, like the ring on your finger, all of that. So it's just like, again, I'm hearing trust the process, know it's coming. This person's an equal to you, because I feel like ultimately you used to date people that were somewhat below you, and I don't mean that in a negative, it just kind of like is what it is, so you could feel more safe, or like I'm so amazing, I bring them so many things, they should just choose me, but then their insecurity screamed louder than that. So I feel like you're realizing that you need to date someone who's equal to you, because they'll be able to really appreciate and know your value and know your worth and feel confident and comfortable having someone like you in their life. 6 of Cups. I definitely feel like this is also like a past life love, or someone that you've known before. Someone that you've known before. Like you look in your eyes and you know you've known them before. Yeah, just continue to heal any heartbreak energy that comes up too, or grievances of the past. I don't necessarily feel like you're in that sadness anymore, but if you ever like get nostalgic or miss having someone by your side, just know it's a matter of time, and use that to feel more strong and structured in having yourself by your side. But yeah, pile 2, that's it. I hope that resonated for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. The link down below. I love you very much, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. We're going to go ahead and see what's coming up for you in love, what is next for you in love. If you picked this Polychrome Jasper, this reading is for you. A lot of self-confidence, self-assuredness. You could be doing a lot of root chakra healing, a lot of solar plexus, sacral. You're just like coming into your own and defining your own life and not listening to anybody or anything else. Don't know what that means. We're gonna go ahead and look at the romance angels first. Get a message. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay. I definitely also am getting to the energy of if you had parents, or like your parents divorced or something like that, or they were in a very toxic type of connection, healing that and realizing and looking to change the narrative of relationships being that way, looking to other people who are in beautiful, harmonious relationships to change that story in your mind, because I feel like you desire, again, that's probably what I was getting to at the beginning part of the Polychrome Jasper, of deciding what life means for you. You're creating a whole new life for yourself. It's like a new tree. So, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah, I definitely feel like this work that you're putting into yourself to heal, to let go, to transmute, to shift these things is worth it. It's worth it. Even if you're in the thick of it right now, or it feels pretty intense. And I'm going to pull new love that's coming in, or the love that's coming in, because everyone, I feel like it's important to have good things to look forward to as well while you're going through the healing journey. So I just feel like that's also what's going on too. Okay. Then we have deception and trust. So again, I feel like this goes back to if you witnessed like your father cheating on your mother, for example, or your mother cheating on your father, or you just witnessed something that kind of shook up your fantasy as a child. It's important to let that go and start working on rebuilding the trust. I've been getting that message for a lot of different piles too. So if you feel called to pick another pile, I would also do that as well, because we have engagement. So I also feel like it's interesting because this could have started when you were a child, and then as you grew older and had friends and they were in certain relationships, you could have seen their partners do the same thing. Like you've just had this same narrative. It's like a hammer, it keeps hitting the nail, you know, it's like over and over and over seeing it. But you were seeing it over and over and over again because you already believed it. So that's something that's important to know. You already believed that, so you're going to match with people who also believed that as well, and we're going to experience it, because there are people in this world who do not cheat and who are loyal and who do have trust. So I feel like that's what you're called to move into right now, so you can break the cycle. And also heal, because that kind of is a traumatic thing to witness. It like shakes, it breaks everything down. And it hurts people. So I feel like healing that too, and especially if, again, you witnessed your mother going through that. We believe that we're one with our mothers for what, the first 6 months? Oh my God, my cat's here. So I definitely feel like healing, while it didn't happen to you in that situation, you might have been perceiving it as though it did because you cared for your mother so much and you cared for your family, or your family went through an intense shift after that. So healing again, that experience. I'm also getting to, it's important to see someone like NLP or hypnosis, something of the sort. Your animals really could be a pure source of unconditional love for you as well, or teach you how to open your heart to unconditionally love someone too, to let something in, because you might have kept your heart closed ever since that experience, or something happened where you had an experience where you shut down. Ultimately, I feel like that's what's being called to heal right now. Excuse me. Okay, because your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So if you are with someone, it's important that you also heal that too, so you don't project a false narrative onto them or attract something similar, because you're not meant to attract it. You're meant to, again, have a new life. Truth. I also feel like you're being called to kind of have like psychic type tests with yourself, or you might, trust is a big thing for you to focus on and to come into knowing, and trust comes from within at first, trusting the impressions that you get inside, trusting what you feel, trusting what you are shown or guided. Even I'm getting the impression it's like if you ask for a sign and then you get it and you don't trust it, that just shows deeper into your trust issues, or deeper into where you don't believe what you hear, or it's out of protection for sure. So I just feel like having a different type of relationship with yourself and with the universe to get back to trust ultimately. Because the truth always shows itself to you, right? So I feel like when you know that, you can kind of move from a more calm place rather than a protective place. The Wind Fairy, thoughts, words, intellectual analysis. I also feel too, if there's been people in your life that are like, you're a hopeless romantic, or da 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 da. it's a good thing, because I feel like that's kept you hopeful for love. It's kept you not shut off. Being a hopeless romantic or desiring a higher level of commitment has been an inspiration for you to move through the healing phase, to really let go. I feel like you know there's something better out there for you, and there is. The Grail Knight, romance, illusion, seeking the sacred. And then the Eagle, spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. I'm also getting to, your angels are very much with you. They communicate with you. Again, the truth always comes to you. Not even just in life. The truth, you are shown the truth of things before you even realize there's a truth to be shown, because you are extremely connected. And that's a gift that you should hold very near and dear to your heart, because that's what helps you. I just feel like it's important to let go of the fear of deception, because you're moving into a new phase of your life where you don't. And ultimately too, I feel like with that, letting go of that story, because I feel like in the situations where you might have faced your own deception or people around you did, you were shown time and time again that you shouldn't be in that situation, or they weren't the person for you, or you were seeing red flags but choosing to ignore them. So realizing, oh, everything is a choice. And if people present themselves to me and I feel, I shouldn't, but I go anyway, where are you deceiving yourself? You know, that's kind of the energy too, to move it from feeling like people deceive you to it's like, okay, well, where do I maybe deceive myself? Because then that will help you shift it so much quicker. I feel like you should go on Randina.co and do her divine effects for healing, deception, fear of deception, and also learning how to trust yourself more. Ultimately, you can't trust other people if you unconsciously and consciously don't trust yourself. So it's coming into trust yourself. The Chariot, you could have Cancer energy, or Cancer energy could be prominent. The cards though. Okay. Ace of Swords and Four of Swords. So I definitely feel like you're shown the truth, or you're shown clarity of things in your dreams, and especially in meditation if you started meditating more. There's something about, you know the truth, you feel the truth, you are the truth. Again, you could have Cancer energy. Cancer energy could be prominent here. You could have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, more Libra energy. Let's see. I just feel like you're meant to let go of this so you can have harmony. And also, things will work out in your favor even more. The more you trust yourself, you'll be able to trust other people. You'll have trustworthy people in your life, but also you'll know when to take a leap, or if you have an inkling to do something, you'll do it, and then it ends up paying off for you big time. You know, like, it'll just help guide you. And that's also, you have to understand too, that there is a rhyme and a reason for everything, no matter how painful. It taught you a lot. 8 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. I also feel like it was meant to free you from lack type situations or feeling left out. Oh no, 6 of Pentacles, yeah. It was meant to break you free, 4 of Wands too, of feeling, I'm getting, side note, feeling obligated to live in a way for other people, or to live your life according to other people's wants, needs, or desires. High Priestess. Especially when it comes to your spiritual side or your spirituality. There's something about you coming, it's like you come into a religious family, but you're very spiritual or intuitive, or you see ghosts or things like that as a child. And that was kind of like shut out. But then as you grow older, you realize that, no, that was real. Like, that's what I'm getting to. Or it's like when you were little and you saw ghosts, or you were scared and your parents were like, no, it's not real, but it is real. You saw it. So it's like kind of hard, because then it's like, okay, well, these people that I trust and look up to for life are telling me one thing, but I'm seeing another. So I feel like that as well, letting go of that as well. Because that played out, that might have played out in other areas of your life. So now it's like, okay, I was right. I can trust myself. Now I want to be around people who encourage me and know I'm right, or listen to what I have to say and respect it. Okay, let's see what else for pile 3 about new love. This is more about self rather than love, but I feel like it's because this had to come out in order to have the love that you're looking for or wishing for. Yeah, 9 of Cups. I just closed it, but Ace of Pentacles. Okay, 2 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, Queen of Wands. Yeah, I'm just hearing like stop second guessing yourself. You know the answer when you first ask the question. I'm also getting to stop asking for signs like if you ask for a sign, you get the sign that you should do it. You doubt it or something and you ask for another one and then you ask for another one and then you ask for another one when it's like, hello, we're already telling you, especially when it comes to some sort of career opportunity or some sort of thing. I'm also getting to patience is a virtue. Try not to rush things that aren't meant to be rushed right now. Things are taking more time than needed, or you might perceive it as taking more time than needed, but it's happening exactly when it's meant to. Queen of Wands, 7 of Cups. It's interesting. With all this time though, you're becoming stronger in yourself. This is ultimately a time for you to become stronger in yourself. It's also important to not distract yourself from the healing by diving into work, because you'll reach a point where work won't be giving you the same type of dopamine hits, or your career won't give you the same kind of high that it used to, because now you're meant to clear out what drove you to focus so hard on career in the first place. So then you can have that rhythm come back around. 6 of Wands. So then you can be victorious again, especially if you feel like you might have hit a lull, or you might feel like in work you're being called into a different direction, you don't know how to go. So like now you're learning how to trust yourself so you can know what steps to take to move in a new direction of work. All right, let's see. Any other messages for love? I'm also getting to, I feel like over the last few years, you've been working on receiving, how it feels to receive, not restricting yourself or stopping yourself from receiving love or gifts from other people, or like if you have someone in your life who's like, I just want to love you, and they see the things that you've been through and they want to nurture you and guide you through it and help you through it and like give to you. I feel like it's important to learn how to accept that fully even more, and it's something that you should give yourself time to do, and you should be proud of yourself for doing already, because receiving I feel like is a big one. 6 of Cups, King of Swords. I feel like children are involved in this for some reason. The Chariot again. So I feel like there's something about a child coming in the next 6 months, or like something about that. You might be wishing for a child or like planning for a child, or they could, I don't know why I'm getting like Gemini season, Gemini energy. I also feel too, for some of you, if you're in a partnership with someone and you're like wanting it to work, but they've like deceived you in some way already, or like they felt like heavier energy, like you can't save someone who doesn't want to be saved. 1 and 2, be conscious of repeating your own childhood through this person. Like think about it, like are they going to be the best parent to your child, the son? I don't know why that's like coming in. Because sometimes things don't work because they might not be with the right person. Ace of Cups. I also feel like, again, I just feel like right now you're being called to seek that emotional security and stability and that fulfillment within first, instead of finding it in external things like work or family or finding that inside, so then everything else adds to your cup rather than provides you the cup. You'll feel better that way in life. Plus, you'll be able to make more for yourself. You're going to be able to do more for yourself. Okay. I feel like that's kind of it for now. Well, I know. I feel like there's one more thing. What is it? The Hermit, the Devil, the Empress, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I just feel like if some of you are wishing to have it's hard to say because obviously this isn't a personal reading, so it's like, how far can you go? But I just feel like it's important for you to really tune into your spiritual self, your spirit center, and ask if you're doing something out of lack or need, or if it's actually the time for it. Because I feel like there's a better option to something, or a better person in store for you than the one that you're with right now. And this could even be a friendship. Like, who knows? Take it how it resonates. I just feel like if something is so much work and very little reward, it's probably karmic. Because I feel like through your life, you've had to work really hard to get what you want, and so like you've always been that way, but now your guides and your higher self and your team is trying to tell you it doesn't have to be so hard. You can just naturally have things that you desire, you want. And that's why it's not working in a certain dynamic that you might find yourself in, no matter how hard you're trying, because sometimes if you're trying super hard, it's just not meant to work. I feel like with this. I feel like ask to know the truth, because ultimately what I'm getting is everything that you see for yourself, like if you do see a baby or you do see like that kind of thing, that's all meant for you and it's worth waiting for. I feel like you just got to be like, oh, is this really what it is? And especially healing anything that you witnessed your mother go through. And especially if she was unable to walk away and it kind of like ate at her or restricted her, or you like looked at her like she like felt like she wasn't energetically feeling into it, like she wasn't living up to her full potential. Maybe ask yourself where you're doing the same thing. And also, if you're in a whole new dynamic, like, and this is how you used to be, just let that last bit flush out fully so you can have what you want, because you might be still holding on to old narratives that aren't true anymore. I feel like that's it. Yeah, 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords. I also feel like you don't have to beat 3 of Cups. I just feel like you don't have to keep putting yourself through heartbreak to like prove that you can work, or it's like, I don't believe in giving up. I feel like you should change the way that you view giving up. It's not giving up, it's knowing that something's better for you. You deserve better than grief, heartbreak, and mistreatment. Ultimately, that's what I'm getting. Thank you for watching Pile 3. I hope this resonated for you, and I hope that you found some sort of clarity in it. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can do so by clicking the link below. I love you very much, and I will see you in the next reading.